Well, guys, I'm entering into the Garden of Gethsemane. They call it Gilgal Sculpture Garden today. Unless you know it's here, you would probably miss it. But I'm going to share with you today a little bit. And I've done a video on this before, but I'm going to share with this today. The Bible says in John chapter 19 that Jesus carried his cross to a place called Gilgal, which means the place of the skull, or the place of a bald head. That is what we have up here. And I'm going to show you that here in a second.
I think when we came in the winter.
So here
Every time we
is
come.
the giant rock in the shape of a skull. And we've got some plants that are kind of hiding the fact of what it is today. So Jesus carried his cross here, and it says in the Bible, that here in the garden was where he was crucified. Now there's a lot of other stuff in this garden today to distract you, such as that, so you do not see what it is. But this is the place where they pressed the olives. And Gethsemane means a place of great suffering as well. I'm going to show you that the bottom part of the cross still stands today. It's a beautiful garden. I've been here both times when it's cold outside. But here's a little hill. And I didn't show this in my other videos because it's not important to me. A lot of this stuff is a distraction to distract you from the bottom part of the cross that still stands. And it's petrified. But the Bible says in the garden where he was crucified was a tomb that was right nearby. And it was carved out of a solid rock. And it was Joseph of Arimathea's tomb. And so, when Peter ran to the tomb, he had to stoop down. When Mary ran to the tomb, she asked the gardener where Jesus' body was. So they wrote on here, garden storage today. But this is not very tall. And I have talked to a lady who her uncles were Freemasons. And they're the ones that laid the red brick up here to hide the solid rock or the solid tomb. So you couldn't see it. I thought that they probably laid it over here to preserve it. But she said they laid it over it to keep people from seeing what this garden truly is. There's all kinds of stuff in here to distract you so you don't see what the truth is. But if you know what you're looking for, it's hidden in plain sight. This looks like the rock that could have been put in front of the door. But now the tomb is not empty today. And why is that? because that was Joseph of Arimathea's tomb, and he's buried in it today. When Jesus was on the cross and they took his body down, he borrowed the tomb. So after he rose, it was still Joseph of Arimathea's tomb. And so Joseph of Arimathea is buried in it today. I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see how tall this actually is. Because remember, Peter had to stoop down to look into the tomb. So I wanted you to see for yourself that you've been lied to. It is not in the Middle East. It's all here in what is called Golgatha garden today. But there's a lot of stuff in this garden to hide the truth. But if you follow the Bible's directions like I have and pull up the Hebrew meanings, you can find everything, including the cross. There it is. And the giant rock that's over here behind me. Behind where that guy is standing right now. That is the giant rock that's in the shape of a skull or a bald head, just like the Bible says. And it says it was all in the same garden, not too far away from the temple. I was just in front of the temple just a little bit ago, and it's about, what, a mile or so away? It's not that far away. And you would have been able to see the temple curtain being ripped into from here. So I just wanted to share that with you today. It's a beautiful place. And my sister and my brother and I are getting ready to have communion in the garden. Right over there. There's some tables back in there. Alright, so I just wanted to share with you. Have a good day.